first time behind the bench last night. Just describe that feeling here, going from being not very far removed from playing to and sitting on the bench to being behind.
Yeah, it was obviously a different feeling being behind the bench, and you get a different sense of how the game goes, and obviously being newly done, and watching a lot from up top and in the stands from watching our young kids in the development aspect. But you do get an appreciation of how fast the game is and what the guys are going through during the game.
Were you vocal? Did you have much to say yesterday?
Obviously, you try to be extremely positive and point out the areas at their game that they're doing well, and some things that maybe need correcting. But the guys, I thought they battled hard, they competed hard. It was easy to point out a lot of the good things they did last night.
What did you think when the team asked you to do this, to go behind the bench?
I think I've been been so lucky to have such a great organization to put me in a position, bring me on as a development coach, and now to get this opportunity. I think in my mind I'm just here to help and help these guys any way I can.
Is this always in the back of your mind at some point to get behind a bench?
I wasn't quite sure. Obviously, to be honest. Finishing last year, I knew I wanted to stay in the game, and I'd spoke with Sean Donovan and obviously Pierre, and to have that opportunity to do development with our young guys and learn from Sean. He's been doing it for 5 years, and he's been so helpful for me to work on the other side of playing, and then to get this opportunity to learn from veteran coaches that we have has been great.
You can come into this, I'm sure, a little bit fresh, like the frustration with what's happened, but you've seen the kids, and you can kind of maybe see the next wave. Is that positive?
Yeah, definitely, it's a positive. I think the one thing that I bring is I'm not too far removed, and I'm able to relate to our older guys, our younger guys, and see different styles of play that they bring, and being able to communicate and being able to help them in the right manner and get better every day.
Is it weird to coach some of the guys you play with, like Boro?
You know what? They've been fantastic with me, and I spoke with especially the guys I played with, and I think there's that mutual respect there, and they know that when I played here, I was trying to help, and that hasn't changed. Me being a coach, I'm here to help in any manner I can.
Safe to assume that with all your experience as a player and the number of coaches that you've had over the course of your career, you're just kind of maybe picking little pieces from everybody who's coached you to mold yourself?
Absolutely. I think you're always learning, and when you look back at all the different coaches I had, and I was so grateful to have so many good coaches, and different philosophies and different ways to approach the game and approach players. You try to take a little bit of all that, and whatever helps get your message across to the players is normally the best method.
I think you talked about this when you were finishing up as a player, about the change in generation and young guys. I mean, what's the biggest change? Is it communication, or is it not pushing too hard?
No, and I think it is definitely communication. I'm sure you guys see it dealing with them. You've seen the transition of the Y generation, and it's great for us because they want to know they're knowledgeable players. If they have a question, they want to know, why should I do that? And as a staff, it's our job to give them that answer. And the brief time I've been doing this, it's been great. Crow and the staff have done a great job of giving those answers to them.